Welcome to tutorial number 7. In this video, we're looking at gravity and how you can simulate gravity on your main character by doing a few simple lines of code. Now, the first thing we're going to do is start a brand new project, and we're going to call it tutorial 7 gravity. Alright, now we need to set up our stage first, just so it looks like gravity's there and it's not just a white background. So let's draw a background to begin with. I'm going to suggest using the line tool and just doing a straight line across the bottom. If you hold shift and draw, you'll see it makes a straight line, and that goes across the bottom. If you make it bigger, so I'm going to say like 50, you can then do a big line across the bottom like so, and just fill in the bottom. So now we've got sort of the bottom floor of our backdrop. Whoops, bottom floor. Go back. Now what else we are going to do, just on our backdrop, we're going to add in a couple of levels. So I'm going to change this back to 4. I'm going to go like this, do a couple of platforms, and then we'll do one a little further away like that. Then maybe one like that. Let's go a little higher than that. Maybe one there. Okay, that's not 4. Go back to 4. One there. One there. And then we'll do a final one, let's say there. Okay, so the objective is going to be to get our cat to jump to each one, and then jump his way back and jump to the final one over here. So let's go to our code. Now the cat's a little big to begin with, so we're going to set some code in there to make him a bit smaller. So just go to looks and we'll set his size. Where's the look? Oh, I'm still on backdrop. And just select the cat first. Need to set his size to 50%. Yep, that's a bit better. Okay, now we're going to set his movement, and we're also going to set the gravity. And it's done within sort of the same kind of thing. So just like our normal movement, we need all the same stuff to begin with. I'm going to do it quick again. Remember, you can always pause it. Okay, and then up, down, left, right. Cool. Let's put the motion in there. Y is for ups, X is for left and right. Negative and negative. Alright, that should be our motion. Let's try it out. Yep. So you can move all the way around. Now, here's where we want to use some sensing to detect when he hits the ground. So we want to say if he's touching anything black, then he's going to go maybe up 10. So it only affect this one here. So let's get another if. If sensing touching color, and we can use this one to get the black. If touching color black, then we want to do the opposite of whatever's in the down arrow, which is that. Get rid of the minus, and we'll chuck that just in there like that. So now I can move anywhere I want, but I can't go through, well, I can't go down through the black. I can go across through it, I can go up through it, but I can't go down through it, which is very important. It kind of gives us that sense now that we're on a bottom of the level here, if that makes sense. So we've got that, but we can still go up in as much as we like. So we need to fix that, add the actual gravity in. So for that, we go to controls. We need a forever, and we also need a motion, and we want to say change Y by -10. And when we start, that's going to always happen. And you'll see what happens now. If I push play, Now he sinks all the way down. And he sinks. Because we're changing y by forever. But we need to make it so that he can stay above it and not fall through that. But that's essentially the gravity. So we can get this one here and put that there. So now he stays on the black. Now you can't jump because it's -10 and it's taking over. So if you change your up arrow to 20, now you see you can jump. Now you still can go through these, which is not the best. We can fix that. In fact, we might fix that now. Let's duplicate that one and get rid of that. Left and right needs to be opposites. So that one goes in there like so. Duplicate him. Let's just change the negative. He goes in there. Okay, so now you can't go through those little board barriers. Now the other thing I don't like is you can hold up forever. And I think that kind of defeats the purpose of it. So in the up one, we're going to add a weight and put it just there. We'll just go 0.2. Let's try that. So now I can push up, but it doesn't let me just hold it forever. 0.2 is a little much. Maybe if we change that to 40 now, let's see if the jump's a bit better. Yeah, not quite. Let's change that to 0.4. And let's try again. We're going to have to make this a bit bigger. 60, 0.2. There we go. It's very hard to move though. Very hard to move. Let's go even higher, maybe 80. There you go. That's simulating it a bit nicer. Oh, there. Now we can make that smoother by putting some repeats in there. So maybe we'll go repeat. So move that one out. And we'll put 4 times at 20. And then we'll put the weight back in. So now up. There we go. That's a bit smoother. It just means the diagonal is going to be a bit harder to jump. But we can fix that too. Now I'm actually going to increase this to 30. And that should get us above the little beams. Come up. There we go. And up. And now the big jump. Oh, that's really hard. I guess you can just hold up. Okay, so that's simulating gravity. You can see it's pretty much all done by here, just always bringing us down, and then you use the black to simulate it going up. Not too difficult. We can use this if, you know, in a lot of mini games, maybe you had an ending just there. Maybe you could also make enemies coming in that you've got to defend from whilst moving across the level. In our next video, we look at backdrops. So you could do things like, you know, you get to here, you go through a portal to a new level that you got to move through. But essentially, that's how gravity works. It's just the negative going down there. So I hope you learned something in this video. I'll see you in the next one.